All right, let's do this. Well, listen,
Right.
Nicole, thank you so much for joining me today. As you know, this chat is about you joining the Elite Vendors Network as a events planner. But tell me a little bit more about yourself and obviously MoChíc events, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So, thank you for having me on here today.
No problem.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? But virtual. Yes, and thanks for our phone call the other day as well. That was really useful and very insightful. A bit about me. So, I'm Nicole. I am the founder of MoChic Events, which was established in 2015.
Yeah,
Baby that I birthed in 2015.
yeah,
Um, I am a mum. I've got two
yeah.
children. I'm also a grandma now, so I've got a little grandson.
Can't actually believe that.
I can't believe it either myself. I'm still getting used to that. I work solely for myself, so I'm totally self-employed. Run my business from home. I also am now a business consultant, so I actually support small business owners with any of their business support needs. So, for example, human resources, because my background is in HR. So,
Yes.
human resources, which could be anything from recruitment to redundancies to grievance investigations, disciplinary investigations. So all your normal people management, employee relation stuff. I'm also a travel planner. So just at the start of lockdown, unfortunately, fortunately, I became a home-based travel agent. So I operate that from home as well, so it's online. But unfortunately, lockdown hit. So it's still just getting that off the ground now. And also, what else do I do? Event planning, travel, HR. Oh, and I'm also now a body shop at home consultant.
Yeah.
So quite a few fingers in lots of pies. I'm a community advocate, so I support. There's a few businesses who I've met along my journey who I've supported with their events, support with what they're doing in the community as well at the moment, in terms of motivating and supporting young people, so people from any age background, etc., just to keep them on the straight and narrow rather than having them going on the wrong track. I think that's about it. There's probably more, but I don't know.
Wow. So if I'm going to test my own memory now. So if I'm clear, you are a mother, a grandmother, a business consultant, an event planner, a youth supporter, a travel agent, and a body shop rep.
Yeah, in a
Right.
nutshell.
That was everything, right? And listen, I didn't even write that down or anything, but wow, that is.
And a committee member of my school, my son's school,
And a committee member at your son's school. So you obviously have more hours in the day than the rest of us, because
Probably not.
you're managing to get a lot done. But listen, like, you are literally, this is why I wanted to have this presentation, because you are literally the kind of person that we want to attract to our network.
Okay.
This isn't just about making a sale to anyone we can make a sale to. This is about attracting the right people to our network that can give opportunities to other people. And you are, from what I know of you, you are a big networker, and you like to look out for opportunities for others, and you like to share information. And one thing you said to me is that, you know, what's the point of keeping the information to yourself? You might as well share it with others. So this is exactly why we would like to get you involved in our network. Have you got anything else that you want to mention right now, or should I move on to the presentation?
No, just, I'm here to support.
You're here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm all for it. And as they say, everything happens at the right time. So yeah, I believe this is, although we've gone through a period of lockdown, isolation, kind of a reshift in what we do and how we do it, I think this is the right time now. Well, for me personally, I believe this is the right time now to just really push what I'm doing and really get out there and be amongst the right people.
People, exactly. And that's what I believe. I believe no matter what the kind of state of affairs is, no matter what the world is like, no matter what the industry is like, there's always an opportunity to connect with and surround yourself with the right people, even if it's online, via Zoom like this. And we did, both myself and the EVN leadership team use Zoom more than ever before this summer. And that's what kind of led to us, finally getting the website completed and built and online.
Brilliant.
So we got the website done. We launched it about just over a month ago, but there's like a longer story to the Elite Vendors Network, which is basically both myself and my team really wanting to bring people in the industry together, promote business amongst one another, and try and build the industry, especially the African and Caribbean part of the industry, which sometimes seems to be a bit obscure or a bit neglected, in terms of they're not the mainstream, not every, and a lot of the time the people don't often know what someone in their local area does, or someone even in the same WhatsApp group as them, for example. So we kind of want to make that all more visible. That's why we say join our network, be part of our community, and get your story told. So I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, but if you want me to slow down, stop, or you want to ask any questions, feel free. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So, welcome to the Elite Vendors Network. The Elite Vendors Network is an organization that focuses on supporting, building, and promoting businesses in the events industry. We are owned and run by wedding and event industry professionals like myself, who are passionate about connecting vendors and making them visible to potential clients. Our members aspire to grow their businesses and establish themselves as the best in their field. That means you might not necessarily be the #1 event planner today, but that's where your aspirations, that's where your aspirations are. You want to improve, you want to be better, and you want to help other people to improve too. The majority of our members are of African or Caribbean background and service clientele of the same background. With us starting over 5 years ago as a WhatsApp group and connecting hundreds of members together today, we know that what we do works and we fully believe in it. So here's some examples of us bringing people together for a Christmas party here, for our first networking event here at the Hilton Waldorf, second networking event here at the Hilton Tower Bridge, and we had Drea Denuga, which is really like a well-known makeup artist, being interviewed by Shay of Love Weddings NG. And here was our first kind of business-focused networking event and forum last year, where we had 3 guest speakers speaking about social media, websites, and also how to raise capital finances. So why choose the EVN? Because we promote your business, we create opportunities for your business, we look out for your business, we tell your story, we are here to serve you. We are a community-based organization dedicated to bringing people together. And number 2, we are the first organizations of its kind in terms of focusing on African Caribbean events, building the directory and some of the opportunities that we've created so far. We are unique because we are actively here to support our members. We have a set criteria for joining the network. You can be one of the first to join something amazing right now, and our members will have priority for our services, and many services will be either discounted or exclusive just for our members. So the criteria for joining the network is you will need to be in business for at least 18 months and preferably registered on Companies House. We're not like super strict about that, but that's the preference. Like we're trying to push our companies to be, our businesses to be proper companies, to be registered, and to have been around. 18 months isn't the longest time, but at least we know that you are potentially here to stay. As I'm sure you've seen, lots of people start up things within 6 months. They're bored, they're tired, it didn't go to plan, it wasn't what they expected, so they shut down. And so we want to know that, you know, if you're signing up with us today and you're going to be with us for the next 2 years, that, you know, unless you have a massive change of heart or something doesn't go to plan, that you're going to be in business. But we know people change their minds all the time. And, you know, as someone like yourself, you know, you do multiple businesses, you may not want to continue doing the events funding, but we're hoping that at the point of membership, you've had a bit of history behind you and that you are planning to stay in business for the next, 5-10 years or more. Yeah, you will have you will be required to have a website and at least 2 social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You to provide a company email address that you're using for trading, so not just the Hotmail or Gmail. Again, we're not totally against that or pushing our nose up at the Gmail or Hotmail email addresses, but again, it just gives you more credibility and people take you a bit more seriously and I think more professionally when you have your own domain in your email address. You need 3 references, which include 1 non-EVN member and then 2 past clients. And then the testimonials need to be on your website or social media, or you can just email them to us directly. 5, to provide at least 5 high quality and professional photos of yourself and or your work/business. So any events that you've done over the years, but preferably not just, well, you know, these days, you know, camera phones are getting much better and they're good enough, but hopefully like professional ones by a photographer, because they usually look a lot nicer, a lot brighter, similar to this one we have here on the right hand side, which is like this is a proper headshot from a photographer, nice clean white background, and it just makes the presentation of this person, which is who is one of our members, LD, his name is Demeji from LD Creations. He does graphic design and websites. He he just makes his presentation look a lot better. So the EVN is not just a directory, not a get rich quick scheme, and we are not here just for the short term. The EVN is a platform for serious event industry business owners that want to put in the time and the effort to grow their businesses. And here on the right hand side, you can see myself, you can see Joseph from our leadership team, Tessa from our leadership team. And on the next slide, you've got Laura from our leadership team right here too. Here's some stats that I won't necessarily bore you with right now, but it's just basically saying that we've been putting in work, basically. We've got thousands of posts on social media. We've got thousands of followers on social media. We've got like almost 50 video uploads on YouTube. We've got, you know, hours and hours of views. Like people, we put in the time and the effort over the years to build up our following. Definitely a long way to go, but you know, we've already started. So we got a testimonial here, because it's not just about hearing from us or hearing from me saying how good we are. You know, it's about hearing from others that can kind of, you know, back up what we're claiming. And so this is one of our vendors here, Paddy Cakes, and we went and did a video for them back in August. The link is here to watch, and I will send you a link to this presentation after, where you can click the link and watch it if you do want to watch it. So this is Crystal. This is a husband and wife team, and this is Crystal saying the Elite Vendors Network team created a promo video for our company while we worked at the Maltby Street Market in August 2020. The video helped us connect to their community during the strange season. With so much change, this was a handy service. So this was a service that came in very handy. They were professional and friendly, and we are very pleased with the outcome. Thanks again, EVN. So again, you can watch that video later. Another testimonial from someone who's joined us recently and has been getting good business. This is Femi from Customized Prints, and he does like branded clothing and accessories and is it paraphernalia? Is that the right word? Paraphernalia? But basically things that you can customize and print on, like even the face mask. And he just again here saying that he's had a great time being a member with us so far. And then here's one of our wedding planners, Elsie, who also gave us a video review on YouTube, which you can watch when I send you the link afterwards. Okay, I'll just give a little pause there. Any questions or any comments so far?
No. I remember. I think I remember seeing the promo video for Paddy Cakes, if I remember correctly, because I ended up following them on Instagram.
Okay, look at that.
As a result of it, seeing it on your So I know you're doing great stuff. I know you are.
Thank you so much.
Testimonials.
Thank you. Any other questions? Anything else?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take off the vibrate off my phone because I think you're gonna be able to hear it. Okay. Cool. So this is now memberships. So this, I told you a bit about this over the phone the other day. So what do you get, like, being part of our network? You get all these bullet points, but basically you get us to kind of look out for you, actively look for leads for you, and keep you in mind if any opportunities come up. And we're just kind of getting the ball rolling on this properly. But as we develop it, we're going to make sure that each of our members, as much as possible, knows who the other members are and what they do. And then hopefully they should be able to look out for leads and opportunities for you too. So you get a listing on our website. Your business will be included in a list of businesses that will be sent out to potential clients. The chance to get business leads, referrals, and opportunities. You get at least one blog post per year that we actively try and write for you, not just you sending it to us. You get a minimum of one social media post per year on our Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Discount from EVN partner services and products, which you're going to see a bit later. And you get to use our badge on your website, social media pages, again, giving you more credibility. And then access, and it's more trust. People sometimes like to know that you're not just kind of like a free agent. People like to know that there's someone to hold you accountable. And people have come to us several times to hold other vendors accountable who they may have had a clash with, or the service didn't get delivered as agreed, which sometimes happens in the events industry. But they come and speak to us because they feel like we can resolve the situation, which we always try and do. And you get access to our Facebook and WhatsApp group chats, which is optional, but is there if you want to. So for that, we're doing this introductory offer, which is $199 for 2 years, which works out to be just over £8.30 a month. And there's no sign-up fee, and this is all for a limited time. So we're not going to give people 2 years at $199 forever. What we're doing it just to get us off of the ground, to again get trust from the people that we're trying to market this and sell this to, and just give you a nice little intro. And obviously the events industry isn't the most lucrative right now, so we're trying to do this as like a kind of fair balance for us to get some funds in to grow the business and to cover everything we're doing, but hopefully not too much for you that's gonna break the bank, especially during this kind of quiet time of the events industry. So because we believe we can still send you opportunities, referrals, and set up networking opportunities, even though the main, I guess, our regular events industry isn't open and running as it would be, but there's still a few smaller events and projects happening and going on. You can pay this up front, or which is obviously preferable for us, but you can pay it quarterly too. And if that's over 1 year though, 4 times over 1 year, but it adds £40 to this, basically £10 extra for each payment, just for admin and stuff like that. Just because obviously it's going to cost us a little bit more time and stuff and effort to not get the money up front and to obviously spread it over, just like if you're paying for insurance or most things that you pay over a longer time, you have to pay slightly extra on it instead of paying up front.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, I mean, you'd already sold it to me from the other day.
Okay. Amazing. All right, well, I'll keep going anyway. So next is the advanced tier. So the advanced tier gives you everything in the business tier before, plus business template documents. So we are going to be creating documents that you may need to help assist in your business. So it may be like a staff contract, or you may need even simply an introductory, like how to write an introductory email to another business in or out of the events industry. Sometimes people just don't know how to put this stuff together. I'm not saying that's you, because obviously you've had lots of experience in HR and other businesses, but sometimes people struggle with some simpler things as well as the more complex things. So we're just going to have an array of documents that you'll be able to download and use in your business. Priority on the business leads, referrals, and opportunities. So we spoke about that in the previous tier, but those who get the advanced get access to the leads first.
Right, yeah.
And also with this tier, you get a free promo video per membership period, similar to the one that you saw for Patty Cakes, so we can tell your story with a short video about your business. So we can come to your home, your place of work, an event you're doing, and we'll make sure that the video is tailored towards telling your story and not necessarily the client's story, which sometimes that's usually all you're left with. Like if you were to organize a wedding, for example, you'll be left with a video about the couple and their day, which is beautiful and amazing, but then we don't get to see what MoChíc events did from setup, behind the scenes, how you guys coordinated the whole day. So we'll come and film you, put together a nice little edit, but you only get you only get this feature on this tier if you pay up front. Because so if you pay it off again, we don't give this one, because it's not kind of worth it for us. So in a nutshell. But yeah, so this one's it's just £100 more anyway. It's just $299 for 2 years instead, which works out to be about £12.50 a month. I should know this by now, but I always mess this up. But so $299 divided by 24, it's £12.46 to the nearest decimal point. Yeah. So yeah, should I move on? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And again, kind of discussed this already, but these are just the benefits listed in black and white, or in this case, purple and white, and it just tells you everything that you get with the Elite Vendors Network. You'll be one of the founding members of one of the fastest growing events network in the UK, and we are really going for it in terms of pushing this out there. To have an organization that cares about your business success and puts you first above the rest of the industry. So we'll be, again, actively looking out for you and trying to promote your business and get you some business. To get access to exclusive information opportunities first. Priority for business services. So we've got some services that are being launched later this year. One or two of them you may be able to help with your HR experience, actually. So I think I'll speak to you about that another time. Discounts on partnerships, business helpline to advise, if you just need to call me on the leadership team, we're available to speak. That's not an extra service that we're going to be charging for just yet while we're small, but maybe in the future we will charge something extra for that. The ability to use our logo once again, to be part of a network that's dedicated to creating and curating content for you to get more exposure via blogs and videos, and increase your chances to meet like-minded business owners and creative entrepreneurs who want to help you grow and develop. And then also expose your business to the leadership team who are dedicated to educating, empowering, and transforming the business of its members. So that's just saying that, you know, it's not just me that runs this alone. I've got a team of 3 others for now, which is probably going to grow. And, you know, every time someone gets added, they look out, they also look into your business. They see how, you know, they can get you opportunities, look out for things for you, and maybe get you involved in certain projects that we're doing. And I think that takes me on to the next page anyway, which has been some of our projects to date, which is a collaboration with One Great George Street. So especially following the killing of George Floyd, which sparked the racial protests across the world, and then the Black Lives Matter marches and movement and stuff like that. I think a lot of venues and just the whole industry kind of woke up to being a bit more diverse, you know. I would say that it's a result of that, because a lot of places were not reflective of the areas that they're in. Like this venue's in London. I think most of their suppliers were not from an African or Caribbean background, so they reached out to us to get some of our suppliers on their list, and we kind of managed and coordinated the whole process. So we collected the proposals from our vendors. We kind of scanned them and sift through them, and then and submitted the best ones to the venue. And they wanted people in entertainment, production, your DJs, and cakes. So we just took some of our best vendors from that or the best proposals and submitted them. And Kasiba Bridal, so Yemi Osunkoya is from Kasiba Bridal. He makes wedding dresses in London and New York. And this is one of the dresses he made. And basically there was a video that he got interviewed in, and he needed someone to edit it down to something shorter because it was too long. It was like 15 minutes, and he wanted 2 short edits. So even though he's not in the UK and he's not going to get to benefit from like all of the services that we have to offer here at the moment, he's still getting some benefit because he sent this over to us and we sorted it out for him. And that's again now on our YouTube channel. We filmed a documentary on Sunday in relation with Black History Month. We got 4 of our event planners, designers, decorators from the EVN to speak about weddings from each of their cultures. So we got 2 from Nigeria, 1 from Eritrea, 1 from Dominica. And they all spoke about, you know, what weddings were like in the past, you know, either, you know, going way back to like the 1900s, or they're literally just talking about their grandparents, their parents, and then their own weddings and events, which is really good. And that will be out in about 2 weeks. And during the summer, we went live every single Saturday, apart from 1 or 2, and we just brought on different vendors from our network to talk about how things are going for them during the lockdown, you know, how they have adapted, how they've pivoted, how they're doing kind of mental health wise, physical health. And it was this really good conversations. And again, we've got all these videos on our YouTube channel. So I am watching the time.
I've forgotten about the time already.
So does that mean that is that a good thing? Does that mean that you're enjoying yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I guess if you were clock watching, it would mean that, you know, maybe you're a little bit bored or disengaged, maybe.
No, I don't watch the clock.
But yeah, so you know, we're making good progress through the presentation anyway. So this just shows you what one of our listings looks like. Have you got any questions before I continue?
No, that would have been one of my questions, along with partnership working.
Okay,
So,
yeah. All right, so that's coming. So I could just, because you know, we actually did this before the website was live,
okay.
and I can just show you the one of these listings on the website. But we keep this because it's annotated and it shows
Yeah.
clearly what each thing is. So we have, when you open the page, you got a large image on the top, which is quite striking, and you got that for every single person. You got the vendor's name here. You also got, you know, a small write-up about them, which is usually around 100 words or so, 100 to 200 words, to give them a description of what they do. Their logo here is linked to their website. You've got a chance to get some reviews here, and you've got tags, which if someone's searching the website, this should help them to come up. So we've got compare, entertainer, event coordinator, hosting, wedding MC, weddings, because that's the main thing that this particular vendor does. Yeah, so I've said this before, comprehensive vendor service description. Then below the logo, now a bit further down, you've got their email address, which on this occasion actually is a Gmail. Then you've got their phone number, their website, then you've got their links to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. So it's just trying to, once someone lands here, it hopefully gives them all someone's links in one place. You know, sometimes you have to, sometimes not everyone's website's got everything on it that they need. And then, you know, from here, you can just find different information about someone on different platforms. And then below that, we've got at least 5 to 6 gallery images. We've got another button that allows you to visit the person's website. And then here we've got 2 pictures from Instagram of Andy that we chose. And we did it like this because we could just have an Instagram feed from each person, but sometimes we found that there's some vendors that sometimes post some kind of few random things on their pages that might not be the best reflection of their work. So we just chose what we feel like looks great. It stays there, and then we can change it every so often if there's something else that it should be changed to.
Yeah, I think that's better actually. I think a still image is better rather than having their feed running through.
Yeah.
Because you still got to click on anyway to go onto their Instagram.
Exactly. Like once you click this or click that, it takes you, opens Instagram on another link, and then on another tab, and then they can look through all their latest posts. And then obviously you got the images here which show a little bit more about them. So in the future, we'll plan to integrate a bit more video on these pages as well, but we're just starting like this for now. But yeah, that's it.
It's nice.
Thank you. So we got a package for venues as well, which I won't go into too much detail for, but this is similar to what I was speaking to you about, which for like Prince or Peck and Grill on the Green, etc. And for venues, we've done it at $399 for 2 years, just because, well, for 2 reasons really. Because one, the venues tend to get a bit more of the budget for events anyway. And you know, 1 or 2 book, like probably within 1 booking, most venues should be able to get back this money. But also with the venues, we've got a walkthrough video included as a standard, because we realize a lot of venues, even if they got really nice pictures or really nice videos, you can't often see exactly what you want to see. Like if you look online, you can't, you know, I've been in the events industry for a long time, and I've seen some amazing venue videos, but they might have like lots of lights and camera angles, and it's all going like 360 zooms and 100 miles an hour through the venue, and it looks all amazing. But just as a planner, sometimes all you want to see is walking into the venue. You want to see where the toilets are. You want to see where the reception area is. You want to see where the stairs are, and sometimes you can't see that with these videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So we thought, let's just include a video for each and every venue, So then that way we have a catalog of venues that you can just access their videos straight away through us. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's a good package actually for them, and the cost. I don't think the cost is that high either. Yeah. Like you said, they'll make that back, you know, twice over and more.
Yeah, I think so. So again, we're just doing it as an introductory rate because, you know, the venues really should be, I think, a bit more than this, especially in comparison to the vendors.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in the startup phase. We're going to be reviewing our costs soon, and definitely after the first 2 years, it will definitely be at least this a year.
Yeah.
If not more. So the venues, so here's some of the venues we've got so far. We've got Grand Sapphire in Croydon, we've got the Station Pantry in Upminster, we've got Queen of Heart Studio in Tottenham, we've got Space 58 in Streatham, and we've got Tribe, which is a linked venue also in Streatham. We just signed up one in Mayfair yesterday actually, so that will be added to this soon. So this, I'll just go through this quickly. So the venue listings are similar, but it's just under a different menu on the website. And we've got this EVN First 50. So for the first 50 vendors to sign up, you'll forever be one of the first members, and we'll give you extra special treatment, basically, where we can, invite you out for cocktails or send you a special offer on something, or give you some kind of VIP status for an event when the events are, allowed to happen again in larger numbers. Because we just really appreciate basically the first people to sign up with us are basically our first investors, because it's easy to jump onto something when it's established. Like, it's like a no-brainer now to join Instagram or to get an iPhone or whatever. But when these things are first starting, there's only a few people, there's only a fraction of people that jump on first. And we want to give you an incentive to say that, listen, if you join now, you'll always be categorized as the first 50. And that's for venues and for vendors. And we will do our best to make you feel special, basically. So there's obviously limited availability, because once you reach 50, that's it. Like we're just on about 6 to 7 venues right now, and we're on about 30 vendors. So obviously
it's close.
We're approaching that 50. Okay, so here's the partnerships now. So just before I go into this, so what we wanted to do is make the EVN basically like a hub, and give us as many useful connections as possible. So whatever will help them out, whether that is, even travel with you, because again, events industry and travel is very closely linked. Whether it's food, drinks, whatever we can do to whatever people need that is not necessarily a direct events vendor, but will help their business. We've started up some partnerships, and we've only got a few now, but here are the first few. So we've got a web design company who they usually charge $8.50 for their. They do Wix websites, really nice looking ones. They usually charge $8.50, but for all of our members, they get a discount of $150 here, so you've already saved some money in your membership, and you get the website for $700. And then you get 9 weeks of business consultancy with Ola from this. So these two companies are linked; they're basically husband and wife, and he helps you to plan ahead for your business. Basically, the EVN actually did this, so we did 9 weeks of consultation with him, and it was really good, and it just keeps you accountable. It keeps you in check, because as we kind of said the other day, as creatives, there's so many ideas you have, there's so many things happening in your life. It's so easy for things to fall by the wayside. But literally every single Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. we had to meet him, and we had to do our homework. So it's just putting you back in, I guess, that kind of student teacher scenario where, sometimes when we're at school we used to complain about it, but it really helps to keep you on track. because it's like you've got someone actually saying, guys, what's going on with that? Why haven't you done it? When is it going to be done? And you're like, oh, right, it is. So, you know, I offer coaching. I do something similar, but I don't do like set business consultation. I do more like just like coaching sessions to kind of help you achieve your best, basically. But he's got like a set structure with what he does, and it's very good. We've also got the partnership with the customized prints brand that I showed you earlier, and they do custom branded clothing, accessories, and PPE to help you improve your branding and tell your story, and also keep you safe now. Becky's Kitchen, she's got kind of homemade African food, like authentic African food that she can post out to you, which she's adjusted. Yeah, you saw the video as well, yeah?
Yeah, I see her stuff every day. And I'm like, yum.
How have you seen it every day?
On your, so you guys have posted her up, and then there's videos that come through on my Instagram of her doing stuff on a daily basis, or someone's either received her package or she's sending out package. I do see them.
Look at that. Look at you. Keeping in the loop. You're basically already an EVN member. Seriously, it's really good. I like you're really on the ball and interested in what's going on in the industry. Yeah. So she just started this up. Literally, she was doing wedding catering before and event catering. Yeah. You know, the numbers are not amazing at the moment, especially for a caterer. Trying to serve 15 to 30 people is not fantastic at all in terms of the finances. Yeah. So she just doesn't really like doing small events anyway. So she started. She got a kitchen unit, and she started making this. She's got the packaging, and she posts it out to you. And she's giving all EVN members 10% off food for life.
Wow.
Of all of your orders, yeah.
Wow.
And that's it. Believe it or not, we got to the end actually kind of within time as well. So now we're here. What do you think? You know, if you want to sign up, I can send you the links to sign up, whether it's online or my colleague Laura can send you an invoice. This is not a pressurized sale, so you know we obviously want
the session's being recorded. Remember.
Exactly. Obviously, we would love for you to sign up and be part of our network, but you know, there's no pressure to do so. I'm not gonna feel any way if you don't, you know, because we're just enjoying sharing, like getting to this point and sharing this message with people. But I'd love to know what you think.
Well, I told you already, like I'm sold from our conversation last week already. Anyway. I am that person, like I said to you on the phone, like I'm that one that just sits quietly in the background. So I'm bringing myself out of my comfort zone and, like I said, moving within the right circles now and meeting the right people. And, you know, I said, I've seen your journey grow. I've seen you grow your business. I've seen your journey within the last 5 years of me coming into the industry. So I'm a small fish in a big pool. Float, but yeah,
aren't we all? Like, listen, like I've reached a certain level, but then my level is nothing compared to like the next company and the next company. That's the thing. There's always another level. There's always another. Like, I don't think you ever get to the point where you're like, I am at the top, the number one spot, and you don't want to grow in some way, you know. And
there's always room for growth. Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
That's what the Elite Vendors Network is all about.
Yeah, and obviously I've got connections with some of your members already anyway, which is quite nice. Yeah, you know, I myself have actually used myself for events. So, but yeah,
like who? Tell us who.
I have used Courtney. So what is he now? I can't remember.
AV365.
AV365 because he changed names. I've also used Curtis. So
Curtis. Yes, interest higher, yes.
Yeah, I've used those two.
You like the production boys, yeah? Okay. The production and the AV boys.
Well, you know, music is a big part of an event.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
You know, and I've seen your own work as well. So, you know, at a wedding I've attended. So, yeah, you know, I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm very, very much interested in becoming a member. Like I said, I'm sold anyway. And I think for me, I am that person who would need that kick up the bum a little bit. So I can be very much in my bubble, just doing things, and then sometimes it is a case of, oh, you know, just that check-in. How's everything going, Nicole? Are you doing what you're meant to be doing? Are you on point? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I very much would love to be a part of it. Guys
Okay.
are doing it. So, yeah.
So, okay, so then I guess there's two questions I need to ask you then. One, would you like to be a business tier or an advanced tier member? And two, when would you like to pay?
Okay, so ideally I would love to be an advanced member, but I think as a starter, I'd like to just start off at business tier, on the business tier initially.
Okay.
Just until things just improve a little bit with everything,
Yeah.
you know. When would I expect? Send me an invoice. Send me the invoice today, and I can get the payment sorted for you.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nicole. You're not just saying yes because I'm recording this and you don't want to embarrass me.
No, I'm not saying it. If I didn't want to do it, I'd be like, well, actually, no, it's not now. No, honestly, I'm that type of person who'd be like, actually, no, now's not a good time, or I can't do it, or maybe can I do it next month or in a couple of months if it wasn't right. But yeah, no, I can do it. It's not a problem. And as I said, everything happens. I'm a true believer of the universe, and I really truly believe that everything happens at the right time. And I think for myself, growing as a person, growing as a business, this is definitely the right time. Like I said, lockdown was actually a positive for me, not a negative. So, and you know, got rid of quite a lot of rubbish and stuff. So
Didn't it allow some of that actually? Like I kind of compared it to, I don't know if you're a religious or biblical person, but I kind of related it to the great flood of Noah's day that just
my son's reading that book.
yeah, just
Yeah.
just washed away certain things. And although it washed away a lot of money as well and finances, it kind of, for me, it really kind of got rid of a lot of burdens and loose ends and unfinished business that I had. That I just had time to actually tie up some ends, get rid of some stuff. Like I'm even selling my van soon. I've been wanting to sell it for ages, and it's like just there. But there was never the right time to sell it because I needed it. But now it's only on the road 1 or 2 days a week. It's just sitting there most of the time. I can actually sell it, and then I don't have to even have a vehicle for a bit, and maybe, you know, buy another one soon. There's just all these things that when you're busy and in the loop of doing it all, it's like there's never the right time, you know?
No, because you're so consumed in it all. That's why your focus is on the business and getting the business and making sure the business is doing what it needs to do and everything that comes with it. But all the other stuff that is the wider stuff, that's not your focus.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. And now, like, because of this lockdown, it's just put me in such a good place. It's increased the bond with my team, and we've had a chance to actually put all of this together. Like, you know how many hours this stuff takes to put together the website, the presentation, the team meetings, everything. And even just to have time like this on a Tuesday morning to sit with you and talk to you like this, you know, in a regular October, it probably wouldn't happen just like that. So I'm really glad that I'm not glad that that, you know, a pandemic has come, but I'm glad that I've had time to refocus. I'm glad I've had time to speak with you today, and I really look forward to having you on board.
No, thank you. And I look forward to being a part of it. Look at that. If we didn't send that message in the group, if I didn't respond.
Exactly. Now, seriously. And Nicole, I just want to say something to you as well. Like, because we're at the beginning of this, like, we are so excited about this, and we really want to offer value. Like, I can't tell you how much that, like, we know like 199 isn't the most amount of money in business, but we appreciate anyone that's taking it out of their pocket right now to invest in the EVN for what we could possibly do for you. So if you see any ways that you feel like we could improve, any things we can do, make sure you send it to us by email. Just give me a call or WhatsApp, whatever. And, you know, because we're always looking to improve every single day to make this thing the best it could possibly be.
Oh, thank you. Definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Thank you.
So let's end the session here. I'm gonna send Laura your email address.
Please, please. Yeah.
I'm gonna send her your phone number, just in case she has to ask you anything. But I'll also send you a link to a questionnaire that we've got about your business, just so we can get the information we need.
Mm-hmm.
And then well, actually, I'll get Laura to send both. She'll send a link to the questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
She'll send the invoice for payment. And yeah, if you got any questions, just respond to the email and any of us will answer it. Or again, you can call me, WhatsApp me, because you got my number like that. So that's it.
All right then, cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to being part of it.
Yes, and me too. Looking forward to you being part of it too. Thank you.
Thanks, Dean.
All right, so I stopped the recording.
Okay.
Oh no, I haven't stopped the recording yet.